Hello, hello, it's Maria. I'm a reporter here with WDW Magazine, here to take you on another magical escape. I am currently walking in to the preview of the Moana Journey of Water, brand new walkthrough experience that is officially opening here at Walt Disney World in a couple of weeks. I am a Walt Disney World annual pass holder, and they have invited us out to check out the experience before it officially opens to the public. So without further ado, let's check it out. So the theme here is you can learn about the water cycle starting right off the bat. I see that heart of the ocean symbol up there on this very first little waterfall feature as you walk in, and you can check it out. The cycle of water begins with the rainfall here. All right, can you find Fiti, the mother island nearby? Here we have just a water feature coming down through the rocks here, but if I look really close, I can see Fiti right there. So keep your eyes peeled as you walk through. You may find Fiti and the heart of the ocean hidden throughout the rock structures here. This experience at its core is meant to be 100% interactive. Here is the first interactive element here, where you are invited to actually physically touch the water as they fall down. Ooh. That's neat. They play different musical notes as you touch. Ooh, my hands lit up blue here. Now it's white. This is cool. So there's different color lights that correspond to the different musical notes as you bring your hand throughout. While the Moana water play area is that at its core, a play area, I just want to take a moment to drink in some of these details here. Here are some hibiscus flowers that are of course native to the Polynesian Islands where Moana was from. They're absolutely gorgeous, and if you really do look around, all of the plants and the greenery here are inspired by the Polynesian Islands. So not only are the details in the water features here, but in everything from the rock work all the way through up to the woven lanterns and down into the flowers. Another interactive one, stand on the water stream. There it is, all right. And wave to the stream. Ooh. Very cool, so this is motion activated. Little sound effect and water element here. Look at these details, really cool rope work back there. And I found another one of those hidden Moana Easter eggs in the rock work here. I spot Maui's hook. Here we are in the wetland section. And now when we walked in, this experience guaranteed that you could stay dry. There is a dry path right over there, but I'm choosing the wet path for this one. Because look, looks like we've got some water streaming just like it does in the wetlands through the ground there that you can splash through. If you do want to stay dry though, you can head to this nice raised up boardwalk area and still get to see where that water starts that is flowing over the pathway on the other side there. So two options here, dry path and the wet path. The spring section here, it is of course telling us about the naturally occurring water phenomenon that happens in nature. Springs, they are naturally occurring, we get our water from them, and here is a way that you can interact with water in a way that naturally occurs in nature. While I get ready to play with some water, tune in for a word from my friends over at WDW Magazine.
Subscribe to WDW Magazine and escape to Walt Disney World every single month. This large format glossy magazine is filled with content, not ads. Subscribe now and don't miss another month of magic.
All right, my turn at the spring. Again, walking up to the little water droplets indicator here. Tells me to stick my arm out. Whoa, here it comes there. Coming from right down there. Another choose your wet or dry path option here. That one clearly is the wet path, and this one is the dry. It does say that the water will part as you walk through, so let's walk through and see how wet we do or don't get. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Oh boy, I'm moving slow. Woo! All right, it does open up. Very cool. And look, another Moana Easter egg in the rocks on the other side. Since this will be a walkthrough experience with no queue, ideally once it does open for a while, as I was just informed by some cast members, there are some restrooms for you to use as you experience the Moana walkthrough. So many elements and features in here. I really love that you can peek out and see Spaceship Earth from no matter where you are inside Journey of Water. And there's so many awesome water interactive elements and non-interactive elements like this one that kind of flow through and make the space really. Finally, here we are coming up to the lake section where it looks like we may get to see Fiti herself. I'm excited to check this one out. Wow, there she is, the beautiful Fiti. From the film Moana, she is of course connected with the water. She herself is nature. She herself is the heart of the island. And all around here they've got unbelievably beautiful landscaping with even more water features here connected to this gorgeous lake underneath here. Fiti's got to be at least 30 feet tall here. And I just wanted to show you how cool the vines that make up her hair are and the intricacy that they have really put into the different elements of her clothing, the different flowers that make up parts of her dress, and the woven elements that make up her hair. They're all distinct. They're slightly different in color. Her eyes are absolutely beautiful. Her face looks just like one of the topiaries from Flower and Garden. She is really, really well done. There's the heart of the ocean hidden right down there, right under Fiti. So again, look through all those rocks as you come through Journey of Water. I've seen several Easter eggs here today. Just like Maui's tattoos on these covers, he's got those awesome tattoos that animate partway through the movie, and that is exactly what I am reminded of here. Underneath these covers is there that cover the splash pad here for kiddos and adults too to play in if they want. Look it. It's a baby Moana touching the waves that are here carved out of rock. Really keep your eye on these rocks. They have been my favorite part so far to kind of discover the little hidden elements from the movie here. So cool. He looks so cool. He's got all the shells around him and everything. Really nice water elements here. And look who I found up there across the back, artwork. All right, I stayed dry until this moment right here. The big tidal wave got me. Definitely got me a little bit wet for sure. Definitely get wet. So do you get wet during this experience? I stayed completely dry. I chose the dry path. Even when I went under that little waterfall element, I walked slow, the water parted for me, but that tidal wave at the end definitely got me wet. Shoulders, head a little bit, nothing crazy. But also when I was doing the interactive element where I raised and lowered my hand and the water was coming up and going down depending on how high my hand was, I definitely splashed and got my shoes a little bit wet. Am I soaked? Absolutely not at all. But if it were freezing cold outside today, I personally probably would have skipped that put my arms up tidal wave moment there because I did get splashed just a tiny bit. So even if you choose the dry paths, be prepared to get some droplets on you as you experience this for sure. This Journey of Water walkthrough experience is meant to complete the expansion and remodeling of Epcot that's been happening for several years now. It will be opening officially in later 2023, and it will be located right behind Spaceship Earth and across from the seas with Nemo and friends. It is definitely something children are going to love because just the couple kids that I saw experiencing it here today have been soaked head to toe, loving touching all the different water elements, loving going in the splash pad area, testing how wet or dry they can get under the waterfall feature. So if you are coming with kids, definitely expect to spend a little bit of time in there because the kids that I've seen have absolutely loved it. I love that they also have a small educational element to it too. They let you know about the Journey of Water. As an adult, I really enjoyed it. I thought that the space itself is really pretty. It's gorgeous to look at. They've got beautiful flowers throughout it in addition to all of the interactive elements. The Fiti at the end is absolutely beautiful, really breathtaking there. You can kind of see Spaceship Earth peeking up around the different bends and around the corners. And yeah, I did enjoy playing with the water too. I thought that was fun and it's a really neat, cool thing to do, especially as you first walk into Epcot and kind of get acquainted with the park before your day begins. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next magical escape.